President Trump clearly stoked the flames of xenophobia against AAPIs with his rhetoric. The CDC and the World Health Organization said that we should all use the official term COVID-19 in order to make sure that this disease is not associated with a particular geographical location or ethnicity due to the stigma it causes. And President Trump refused to acknowledge that, instead used these terms, China virus, Wuhan virus, and even Kung flu. And as a result, the anti-Asian hate crimes and incidents increased exponentially. In fact, this company researched the amount of anti-Asian Twitter traffic in those first few months of his usage of these terms, and it increased by 900%. So we took him on every single time he used this rhetoric with press statements, letters, everything you can imagine, but instead he doubled down. He and his followers actually used those terms even more, and what we saw yesterday is the result of that.
All three of these businesses were Asian spas. The first place that the shooter went to was called Young's Asian Massage, and 6 of the victims were Asian immigrant women. Now, we have been concerned because most recently these anti-Asian hate crimes and incidents have been against the elderly and the vulnerable. And so who could be more vulnerable than immigrant Asian women, which these women were?
The AAPI community has been living in fear of verbal and physical attacks, and now we're experiencing increasingly deadly tragedies of racism and violence.
What I really want is for a whole of community response. I want law enforcement to prosecute the person who was responsible, but I also want the community to protect the neighborhood and the victims, and for the families of these victims to make sure that they have all the resources that they need. And most importantly, we all have to stand together in speaking out against this anti-Asian hate that is increasing around the nation.